dun, 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 dun. Let's get down to business to defeat the ants. Oh my god, Mulan was a train wreck. A train wreck. I mean, wreck train. If there's any other way to say it, it was, oh my god. What were they thinking? What were they thinking? Ah, Disney fucked up, man. Disney fucked up. Like, I don't know how to explain this. The way I am feeling, I don't know how to explain it. It was a train wreck. It was a train wreck. They did not bring honor to this family. They did not. Ah, shy. You bring honor to us, you bring honor, you bring honor to us. It did not bring honor. They did not bring honor. Oh man, I was disappointed. But let's get into the review. Hi guys, welcome to my channel Reviews with SD. I'm so excited today. I don't know why. I'm so happy today. Yes, today is a movie review. As in movie review. I've not done movie review in a while. So today I am going to be giving it to you like Disney gave it to me with that Mulan. So let's just talk about 1998 Mulan first. I've heard a lot of people say that the theme behind Disney's 1998 Mulan animation was being true to oneself and bringing honor to family. Like I said, they did not bring honor to this family, but this time around. But in 1998, they brought honor to the family. This time around, they did not bring honor, and they were not true. I don't understand what they did. But that 1998 animation was just perfect. To me, the animation I watched, the Mulan animation I watched, was perfect. Let's talk about the things that happened when I watched Mulan 2020. Okay, it came out on Disney and I decided to watch it. So, after watching the, I think 2 hours movie, 2 hours I think, yes, after watching it, I was shocked. And for like 10 minutes, I was just looking at the screen. I'm like, is that it? Is that it? Is that it? That was how I was for like 10 minutes. Then I decided that I know that they changed some things, and which is not wrong. You can do whatever you want. It's your live action. You can do whatever you want with it. But I just felt like they changed a lot of things, and I needed to go back and go and watch the 1998 one. I took a time machine to the past, you know, and I went to watch the 1998 Mulan again. And I was still amazed by how good it was, the 1998 Mulan, compared to the 2020 live action that is supposed to even be better, because we are in this year is bad, 2020 is bad, but there's better technology, there are better ways to make a movie now, and we have evolved as human beings. The human race have evolved. So compared to 1998, I thought that the 2021 was going to be better. Let's get into the reasons why I hated it. But before we do that, let me just talk to you about how Mulan, the story of Mulan, started. It comes from a Chinese folklore, the Ballads of Mulan, and it's the story of a young female warrior who saved her country and brought honor to her family. In the real folklore, Mulan went back home after the war, just like how it happened in the movie and in the animation. She went back home, but it was when she got home that she changed back into a woman and shocked her comrades that fought the war with her. They were surprised to see that she was actually a woman. But she already got the award and everything from the emperor. But in the animation and in the movie, it was during the war that they found out that she was a woman, and she was sent back. She was told to leave the army, but she ended up saving the emperor and the whole of China, and she was rewarded as a warrior to join the army, blah blah blah. So you have heard me talk about how much I did not like this Mulan 2020, but I have not given you the reasons why I don't like it. So let's start with the things they changed. First of all, there was no Mushu. Mushu. Is that how to pronounce Mushu? I don't even know. But there was no Mushu in this live action. But for Disney, with the things they've done with things like Lion King, Beauty and the Beast, Aladdin, it would be so great. They could have pulled off a Mushu. I don't know, maybe it's budget or something, but I think they could have pulled off Mushu. Mushu is not even a giant dragon. It's just this tiny thing that says it's a dragon. And what we got instead of a Mushu, we got a phoenix. To be honest, I wouldn't even have minded if they left it as a phoenix. Maybe it had to do with budget or whatever. That's why they could not include our dragon Mushu. I wouldn't have minded if the phoenix had the charisma of my Mushu. Like, even if it could talk, this phoenix was just this phoenix was just exactly like a Google map, Google map that would just be pointing the way, the direction. And if this Google map could talk like real Google map, I wouldn't mind. But this our Google Phoenix could not talk. I don't understand. The map will just come every time she needs direction, to just come and show her the way. That was all. Nothing. Anyway, let's just forget the Mushu one because it is boiling me in my stomach. Number two, the changes they made though. Number two, in the animation, the bad guy had this hawk that was always flying around with him. Like, it was always like a pet parrot. But in this hawk in this sense. So in the movie, there was a woman that they called a witch, and she had magical powers, and she could transform into an hawk. So I think that was the purpose of that one. But to be honest, I don't understand why this woman was featured in this entire movie, because her purpose, I did not understand it. Yes, she was magical, and she was the one that was like impersonating people to like bring the news to the emperor about the war, about the ants coming to their place and all that, blah blah blah. But I feel like other people could have done that. Messengers, like how they did it in the movie, the way they found out that the ants have already crossed the wall of China or something. The way they did it, that there were fire signals, something like that could have happened. This woman, there was no purpose for her in this movie. There was no purpose. I don't understand why she was there. I'll come back to why I think she was there. Number three, I feel like in the animation, the three warriors that were Mulan's friends, they were important to the story, to her becoming part of the army, to her teamwork growing. In the beginning they were enemies, they were like bullies to her, but later they started cheering her on and supporting her. They were important. Like, it was like friendship, teamwork, comrade stuff. That was what I got from the 1998 Mulan. But the three soldiers, they were there. I could see three soldiers, and one of them was even named Cricket. The cricket, that tiny cricket that was always following Mushu around. That was, I don't know why they gave one of the soldiers cricket. I don't understand. But yes, there were three guys, and I still don't understand what they were there for. They should have, their purpose should have, they should have shined, like they should have worked together with Mulan. But I feel like the changes that were made to the, from the animation to the movie to the live action, just destroyed the live action. I think Disney was trying to make a point about woke feminism, gender equality, and as someone that got the gender equality theme from the 1998 animation, I was disappointed with this one that Disney tried to do in 2020, because I would have loved it if it felt more genuine, if it felt like they were doing it for exactly that purpose. But what I got in this sense was that they just put it together and just rush. Let us also stay woke. Let us I just felt like they wanted to push it for the profitable purpose. I feel like that's what they were doing. Because when I watched 1998 Mulan, everybody said it was about true to oneself. I said that before. It was about true to oneself and bringing honor to family. But for me, as a child, when I watched it, I didn't get it. Wasn't like, oh, my mind was blown and I was seeing this feminism movement and this gender equality thing. I was a child, I didn't really understand it then. But I was also taken by the fact that a warrior, a female warrior, joined the all-male army of China and became one of the best warriors, and she was accepted by people. That was really what resonated with me. I'm a girl. I saw her as like a shining jewel because she did this thing that people said she could not do. She proved everybody wrong because they believe that only men can be in the army, and she went there and she even saved her country. That was what I got. It's not like I processed it the way I'm saying now, but I just saw Mulan as an idol, if you get what I mean. So this time around, when Disney said they wanted to do a 2020 live action with their success with all the other ones, I was excited and I was like, yes, bam, 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 we're going to get it. I could not wait. And now let's talk about why I think the gender equality whatever failed for me. It was the fact that in the animation, Mulan was someone that she could not fight. She was not this powerful warrior. She was just a girl that did not know where she fit in, because in her family there's this thing about girls getting married, but she wants to bring honor to her family, but she knew that she wasn't their definition of the perfect wife. So when her father was called to war and she realized that her father could not go, she just did it to save her father. She wasn't even thinking about what she was doing at that moment. It was just doing it to save her family and not letting her father go to a war that he would surely die in. So she decided to disguise herself as a man and become a warrior in the Chinese army. There was no long-term plan. There was nothing. She could not fight. And when she got to the training ground, she started off the ground with everybody else that knew nothing about war. And she was clumsy at first. She was clumsy. She did not get anything. But it was later, when it was at the point of where they will send you back home, that she realized that war is not just about brute force. Fighting is just not just about brute force. You have to use your brain too. Then she decided to do that, rope that stuff together, and then climb the tree, and then and then she started using her brain and her physical strength together to her own gain in the fighting training, the training ground. And that is how they built a teamwork, and with her comrades they became friends. Not just that, they were just teammates and they are going to fight. That was it. But in the movie, it's this Mulan was described as someone that already had a strong chi, and the chi that is very, very strong. And mostly chi is only strong in male warriors, not females. So but she was even stronger than some male, her chi was stronger than some male warriors. So in the end, so she was already someone that was powerful. And when she even got to the training ground, she was pretending not to have that much power. But later, she decided to show her true self. Now, what this says to me is, what Mulan animation says to me is, women can do anything as long as they work hard. Not even women, anybody can do anything as long as they work hard and put determination to it. But the Mulan 2020, what it says to me is that you can do anything only if you are special. And it like defeated the purpose of the gender equality stuff that they were trying to do, to me, in my own opinion. Because it felt like you have to be special, you have to have something that others don't have before you can do this great thing. That is what I translated from this theme that they were trying to show us. And it brings me to my second point of the women empowerment stuff. And that is why I feel like they put that female orc instead of a real orc. It was a woman that had magic and she could transform into an orc. She was like this person that also had a strong chi, but it seems like her own chi also has magic, because she could impersonate people, disguise herself as someone. Not that she's using makeup or cutting off her hair or something like that. She was really transforming into someone else. She had that magic. She could transform into an orc. She could transform into her bed. She could transform her clothes. She could use her clothes to fight. All kinds of stuff. It was like her chi also had magic, because me, I don't understand the chi and the one. The chi that Mulan had was to give her more fighting strength, but the chi that this woman had, it's almost like it was magic. And she was trying to tell Mulan that nobody will accept her as a warrior. That is why she sided with the Ans, so that one day she will be able to sit in the seats of power and change things for women like them, that they have strong chi. I get it, but at the same time, it defeats the purpose of what you are trying to preach, that you can do anything. Well, maybe that was not what they were trying to do, but I preferred the animations thing of you can do anything as long as you work hard, you put in determination, you use your strength, and at the same time, you can do whatever you want as long as you work hard. But this one says you can do whatever you want if you are special, only if you are special. That was what I interpreted from the movie and the animation. Like I said, after I watched the movie, I watched the animation just to like see some of the differences, because I was just shocked when I finished the movie. I had to watch the animation again to see that, okay, is it that I was expecting too much, or did something happen? And I realized that it wasn't that I was expecting too much. Another point that I would like to mention is the fact that this movie made it seem like the war could have not been won without Mulan, which is true. It could have not been won without Mulan, but it also made it seem like without all the soldiers, Mulan could have won the war on her own. Because the only part I saw anything about teamwork between her and her comrades was when, at the end, when they held off the soldiers of the Huns, and so that she could get to the emperor. And going back and watching the animation, you would see that from the beginning, from the point that she truly became part of the warriors. from that point they started supporting her. Even when they found out that she was a woman, you could see the sadness in their faces. They were not like she should be sent away. It was like, I am shocked that you're a woman, but I also cannot go above the order of my commander. So they could not say anything, but they were sad to see her go. And by the time that the snowfall stuff, it was obvious that she couldn't have survived if they did not help her pull her up with a rope after the snow flood pushed her down and like washed her away. But in the movie, there was the snow flood part. There was no flood safe. There was snow and the snow coming down on the soldiers of An. But at that point, it still showed like she did not need the help of her teammates to have won that battle. So to me, Mulan in the movie feels like a one-man army. But in the animation, you could see the moment when Mulan was accepted by the comrades and she wasn't thought of as a nuisance anymore. They made too many changes that just broke the movie. There were vital moments in the animation that would have made the live action better, but they removed it. And one of the vital moments, the most important moment in Mulan animation, was the moment she decided to disguise herself as a man and join the army. That moment when she came from she inside the rain and she entered the ancestors temple and she lit the whatever, then she went into her room dripping all wet. You could see water. That moment, even the song that played in the background in that moment was vital to the scene. The way she walked in and the moment she cut off her hair, that part was just needed. The cutting of hair, you could see that through her emotions. You could see that this thing is a decision that is weighing on her, but it's the moment that she had to do it. It was something that she had to do for her father, and she was cutting her hair. You could just see the point, how the decision making, like, I don't know, that moment was just vital and it had to be there. But I did not get that in the movie. They had to remove that too. Even when she put on the armor, it was not there. Nothing of that. Another thing that I think would have I feel like they removed a lot of parts that were so great in the animation. This part is minimal. It's just like little. But I enjoyed it so much. And it has something to say about the villain in the animation. You know that moment when he said, how many messengers does it take to send a message? And he said, one. He went, so I like that moment, and it just shows that the difference between the villain in the animation and the one in the movie was just so huge, because me, I don't understand what the man was doing there. Yes, he was the big bad, but that's all I have to say about the guy. I don't know what to say again. But there were also great moments for me. Not like it was perfect, but there are some things I liked. In the animation, the part of the song, the music of "A Girl Was Fighting For." My voice. A girl was fighting for that. The guys were trying to say the things that they would like in a woman. Some said that they wanted a woman that could cook, or said beauty, blah blah blah. And Mulan said she wanted someone that was smart. And I like the way in the movie what they did instead of the song was like a chat between men when they were eating. It seems realistic, something that guys can do. I think. I don't know how guys think, but I don't know what they do when they're eating. But I feel like it's a realistic thing that can happen. They're eating together with their friends and we just talk about women. I feel like it's a realistic thing that can happen. So I like that. Another highlight was the fact that, I hope I'm pronouncing her name well, Ming Na Wen, the woman that played Mulan in the animation. The woman made an appearance in the live action, and at the end, it was just one thing. I liked it. I don't know. I just like that she showed face there. I don't know why, but yeah. So that's the end of my Mulan trailer review. Thank you for watching. Thank you so much for watching this review. What do you think about the Mulan movie? Have you watched it? Tell me what you think, and tell me what you think compared to the animation also. If you feel the way I do, that the animation was 100 times better than the live action, let me know in the comment section. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and click on the notification bell so that you can get notifications when I drop new videos. Thank you so much. I forgot to thank subscribers in the beginning of the video, so I would like to thank you guys. Thank you so much for supporting me and my enterprise. Thank you so much for doing that. And if you're new here, thank you so much for watching this video. Please subscribe, click on the notification bell, and so you can know when I drop new videos. Thank you so much. Like, comment, and subscribe. Bye.